works for you to play. Mini War Gaming Speed, the cooler, Bat Rap.
Orc turn 5 begins, the Death Dread's moving through difficult terrain again. Now he's starting to run away, or at least run over to those two drones that beat down those silly orcs who thought they could win in close combat. And the other orcs, he's debating what he wants to do, and he decides to run back to the objective, because in the end it's all about the objectives. And once again, tank shocks the Fire Warrior, who decides he's going to stand death or glory this. He passes his leadership, and he hits it with his grenade, and the EMP blows it up. Or wrecks it anyway, and it doesn't ramshackle, so it goes down. And that Fire Warrior has officially paid off his points like 10 or 11 times over now. And the Wrecking Balls kill my Devilfish right then and there. Now he's got the other orcs, they're just running back towards the objective, trying to get a little bit closer. Once again, just holding the objectives, because that's all that matters. And a few jump into the forest, and he then charges my drones with his Death Dread, which summarily crushes them. But they were a free unit, so that's okay. And now his Death Dread turns right around because he doesn't want guys running up behind him. And the Fire Warrior moves off at the beginning of Tau turn 5, heading towards the back of that other tank. And now we've got the battle suits moving up and the drones moving up, because basically I need to close in and contest objectives. If I can do that, then I can still win this, because as it stands, he ties me when he has the objective with the objective and his Death Dread. He's ahead by 1. So we just need to take him off the objectives or kill the Death Dread, whichever one we can do. And so I fire into the boys there, and they only do 1 wound, and then the burst or the rifles from the drones fire, and they get 1 wound as well, and he does make that save. The Fire Warrior tosses a grenade, fails to hit the truck, and the drones now try and charge, and they just barely fail. And the battle suits, they try and charge, and he tries to overwatch against them, and does get a few hits and a wound, but doesn't do anything. And now the Fire Warrior charges the the truck, and he comes barreling out of the terrain there, running into its back, hitting on a 3 with his grenade, but he failed to hit. So the end of turn 5, we're going to find out if the game goes on. As it stands right now, the orcs are ahead by 1 point. So we'll see if it ends, and it does not. Tau get another chance. So Orc's turn 6 begins. Now he just wants to try and hold objectives, because if he can do that, he wins. The truck turns around, tank shocking into the Fire Warrior once again, but this time he fails his leadership and has finally had enough and runs off the board. So there goes the last scoring unit that I have, and the other truck turns around heading towards the battle suits as well, trying to stop me from getting to him, while the Death Dread runs away. Because that's what orcs do in the end, they just run away. So he's holding the objective and fires his rockets, does do a wound to my battlesuit, who fails his feel no pain, or fails his invuln. And now the Tau turn 6 begins. They didn't run, but they still stay on Tau turn 6. The battlesuits move up, and the drones move up, because they just need to get closer. If we can do that, we can still win. So the drones move up, and the battlesuits have moved up, and battlesuits fire their burst cannons into the side of that tank. They get a few hits, but they are re-rolling 1s, and they get a pen, which causes it to ramshackle. So it wrecks and scatters, but it actually hits a direct hit, so he crashes into my drones because he gets to pick the direction, and it then blows up and gets a few of the drones right there. 5-inch explosion, gets a whole bunch of drones, both the battlesuits and a few of the boys just as well. So we do a bunch of hits and don't do very many wounds to the boys, but the drones, they suffer quite a bit. 3 of them go down. The battlesuits, they both take a wound, but they both have a 3 up, so they're okay. And then the 2 boys, nothing happens to them. Now I try and shoot them with the drones, and I get another hit and wound, and he does take a bunch of wounds, but he goes to ground and thus saves a couple of his saves. Only loses 1 boy there. And then the drones, they attempt to charge. He overwatches against the drones, doing a few extra hits, but I fail my charge. The battlesuits, they then do their move again in the assault phase, and just move up as close as they can be, standing in the forest, risking the dangerous terrain if it means contesting this objective. But at this point, we're in trouble because the other Death Dread's still over there holding another objective because it is big guns, and the game ends with an orc victory at the end of Tau 6. Thanks or at the end of turn 6, thanks to that Def Dread.
All right, mini wargamers, that is the end of this 1,000 point. I don't know what to call this. It was a mess. That's what it was. It was a mess. So stay tuned, Vault members, for our post game as we talk about what it's like to play an army made by your opponent.
Handicap bat rep.
Okay. Handicap rep. I got nothing.